We made in 2014 a deal between the pro-European groups, the Socialists, the Liberals and the EPP Group. And the idea behind was to exclude the influence of extremists and anti-Europeans in the decision-making process of the European Parliament. Now we see that the other two groups are destroying this idea.
A deal is a deal, says EPP Group Chairman Manfred Weber, on the battle over who should be the next Parliament president. Under the agreement signed after the 2014 elections, the Socialists were to hold the presidency the first 2.5 years, and an EPP Group member was to take the second half of the term. Former European Commissioner Antonio Tajani is the EPP Group's candidate, but the S&D and ALDE are now proposing their own candidates for next week's vote. Weber says that move is dangerous for the Parliament.
They are not anymore following this agreement, and that gives the extremists an impact and an influence on the decision-making process. It's a tragedy. EPP is ready to negotiate, but it's in their responsibility.
Weber slammed ALDE chief and candidate Guy Verhofstadt for suggesting, then withdrawing the idea of an alliance with Five Star, the Italian populist party led by Beppe Grillo.
Grillo, the Five Stars movement in Italy, is an anti-Euro party. They want to lead Italy out of the Eurozone, which would create an enormous damage for all Europeans, for the whole European Union. That's why I was surprised that there were negotiations behind the closed doors between Grillo and Guy Verhofstadt. Thanks to the strength of the ALDE Bureau, of the leadership of ALDE, this is now stopped.
S&D and ALDE contend the power-sharing deal ended when the EPP's Donald Tusk took the EU Council presidency instead of a socialist. Weber insists there should be no linkage with the other EU institutions, but he also says the EPP Group remains open to working with other mainstream parties.
Even in today's situation where we have problems with the other groups, our door remains open. We want to have partnership in the interest of the people of the European Union, because we have to deliver during the next 2.5 years till we have the next European elections.
In a letter to his fellow party group members, Manfred Weber says the European Union is going through a difficult phase. That's why he says the EPP Group remains an anchor of stability in the European Parliament, and that their candidate, Antonio Tajani, will respect party groups large and small. The vote next week will put that policy to the test. Find out more about the activities of the largest political force in Parliament by checking eppgroup.eu. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon.